do this so that they don't pull their hands away from me. Notice I haven't let her go fast yet. Jumping breadcrumbs, you might get lost. Oh. So I want to see, regardless of the breed of horse, that they have a sliding stop. I want to hear every single one of you guys, if you're riding in front of me, make your horse go, you're going to make my heart happy. If not, I'm going to tell you, no, stop again. If you can't stop your horse at a walk with nothing going on, and it takes you 2 or 3 strides to stop, if that horse gets to going fast, who's going to stop it? Not you. The horse has to respect you enough. Oh. You see how she wants to dance around? I want to stop and stand still. Once I have those 3 things, horse stands still, the steering wheel works, and the brakes work, then I'm good and happy to ride. So now she respects my hands. She's going to pick my head up whenever I pick my reins up, just like that. I pick her up in frame. All gaited horses, for you non-gaited folks, all gaited horses around the world have a headset. Tennessee Walker, Saddlebreds, Icelandics, Assos, anything you can think of. Because gait means their butt is landing first. Or block, 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 block. Butt's always landing first. That's what gait is. So to do that, achieve that, they have to have their head up to be balanced. Head up first.
Gaiting. Yep. There you go.
So what I want to do with a horse like this, or any horse that's riding English or gaited, I want to put my hands in one place, just like that, and I'm making a pack with this horse. Oh. I'm making a pack with her. If I put my hands here, if you pick your head up and put it behind my hands, you're going to get complete freedom. I'm not going to pull anymore. So whether you're riding English, you're in dressage, you're riding a gaited horse, one of the worst words is contact. People think contact means I have to feel their face like this. I have to hold on to them. Well, you get a good trainer, loosens them up, gets them soft for you. They give because you pick up the reins, so you pull more to feel their face. And they give more, then you pull more. And they give more, then you pull more. That's not how this works. Very quickly, there's no release for the horse, so why in the world should the horse stay light for you? They start throwing their head, they start looking for the way out. They start getting real tense and tight. For her, she's tense and tight in the neck. Even though she knows how to pass the test, you see her carrying herself real robotically up front. I need to make a pact with her so that she knows that she's allowed to take her head wherever I put it. So if I completely release the reins just like this, that she can walk on a calm, loose rein, just like that. But whenever I start picking up these, you see how she immediately starts picking up her hands? That comes from the stops that I gave her. It gained her respect. Now, I lock my hands in one place just like this. Now my legs are what has to go. Now notice, I did something that's going to help a lot of you folks that have problems with balance. And for her, it helps her too. Did you see me put pressure and kick her? I did. Mm-hmm. Did you notice how I didn't kick her in the belly? I kicked her in the shoulders. Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't use my heels. I just used my toes. This will do good things for you for 2 reasons. If you have bad balance because you're constantly sitting forward, number one, we're going to get your buttocks underneath you. That's number one, to gain your balance. And the next thing, if you already have balance sitting forward and your legs come back and you're kicking back here, that's only going to throw your shoulders forward more. And then whenever you lose your equilibrium, and that's what happens anytime your shoulders get in front of your vertical line and there's any change in momentum. When you throw your equilibrium, you see people lose their breath. And they curl up and they grab the neck of the horse. It's not because they're not brave or not a good rider or not anything. As soon as you throw off your equilibrium, your brain tells your body you're falling, so your body tries to cover its vital organs. Well, once you get here, the horse is free to do whatever they want to. If you talk to the general public, everybody you talk to, well, the last time I rode a horse, they tell you about their horrible accident. Really, what happened in their horrible accident, they got too far forward, the horse stepped left, they went right. Very few people in this world have what it takes to hop on a crazy horse. Very few. I mean, just a handful of people are willing to hop on a crazy horse. So when people fall off a horse, they're falling off of trained horses. And they do that, it's not any fault of their own, but somebody hasn't just made it super clear to them that, hey, your natural instincts are to sit too far forward and grab too much rein. You put those two together, and it's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for, if these are your communication lines, you don't want to be doing anything with these unless you're communicating. To have them for no reason, whenever I picked her head up and she got behind it, the communication lines were very quiet. So then when I wanted to stop, you saw a beautiful stop there. She was going lightly the whole time. Even when I pressured her, because I wanted to get her butt under her, I wanted for her to engage. She's an endurance horse, so she's used to going a long ways, so she's really not using herself. So I wanted to ask her to use herself, but you can't ask a horse to use himself unless they respect your hands, or they'll just run off with you, or surge with you, or bolt with you, or buck with you. I made her respect my hands first, and then whenever I put a little pressure and tapped her on the shoulders, she sat down on her butt because she didn't want to go forward, and all of a sudden that gait was... Is everybody with me here? Does anybody have any confusions or questions? We'll give a little obstacle on this, and we might give her a little bit out on one over the face. You're going to hear me again and again all day long, getting you folks to sit back. Remember something. Everybody is geared, the whole industry is geared up to teach people how to ride English. And that is great if you're going to ride English. Does that make sense? If you're going to ride English, you're going to ride in an arena, you're going to jump some cross beams, wonderful, good job. English people have big cojones because they do a lot of things that I wouldn't do. Okay? Right. That's great. If you're going to be a trail rider here, drinking full going down the trail, do not ride English. English, they know where they're going. Dressage. I went to the school of Western Irishman, I went to Spain. Those guys know where the horses are going, so they can sit however they want, and they're great horsemen on top of that. If you're a weekend warrior, and you're just enjoying your horse, you need to sit on your rump, like this. Well, check it out. You see great world-class jumpers, and amazing to me. Number one, they go to the Olympics, which I can't do, which is saddening. Anyway, you'll see them hit the ground, the horse stops and fall off, right? And they're world-class horses. On the other hand, you see cutters. And cutters, they're on athletic freaks, genetic, bizarros that can go anywhere at the drop of a dime. It's like a 1,000-pound cat. They go anywhere and everywhere as fast, and they never fall off. It's very, very rare that a cutter falls off. So much that they'll do it bareback and bridleless. They don't know where the horse is going, and the horse jumps from this side to that side, and they don't fall off. Has nothing, they're not better horsemen than the jumpers are. I'm not saying that. But they develop their seat to sit down in the club. That's the difference. Since they know that they don't know where that horse is going to go, they're sitting just like this. Yes. If you're going to ride out there in the real world, outside of the arena on the trail, things are going to happen. That's life. The way that we're sitting will highly dictate if you have a good experience or a bad experience because of it. If you're going out on the trail, my endurance rider, if you're going out on the trail like this, and that horse spins on you, it's going to be a bad day. It's really going to freak you out.
Unless you have a trainer who tells you how to ride. How about you just let it go?
If you're sitting here and you're drinking your favorite beverage, and you're about half pour here, and that horse spins, you don't even drop your beer. That's the difference. Where if you're sitting here, if you're sitting up here, I call your teeter-totter. When those heels are they tell you says you're a vertical line, but oftentimes those heels end up behind the vertical line. Those shoulders end up forward. Now you're drinking your favorite beverage. You are going to eat dirt. And I hope you have great wrist action so that you don't drop your beer. Very important. So just by fixing your butt, you get your butt under you. A lot of you folks, and again, if you're riding in a dressage class, great. Have a beautiful line. If you're riding in English where you need to because you're being judged, great. If you're riding out there on the trail and you're moseying along, you want your butt to be under you, you want your heels to be out in front of you. You see how I ride that young filly? I ride that young filly in a way where she can do whatever she wants. If you want to buck, spin, kick out, bite, do whatever, it's my job not to give you any release. which is simply saying, I can't come off. If I come off, I feel like a failure, not because I fell off, falling off happens. I feel like a failure because I gave her a momentary release, so she's guaranteed to try it again. If she gives me nasty on day one, but she doesn't get any release, I'm right there with her. She's not gonna want to do that anymore. That's very different from cowboying up that you're asking and looking for it. It's coming with the commitment that things might happen, and if things do happen, that you're committed and willing to go through it. But it's not looking for it. We saw every step of the way we didn't want her to.